Ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Sorry, that's a callback to when you started on the channel.
Yeah, I do remember. I do remember. So Kyle.
Yeah.
The only experience I have had thus far in media of vampire babies has to do with Twilight, and I never watched it, but I do know the baby grew up rapidly fast.
If it means anything, this happened before Twilight.
Okay, so I don't know if that will actually happen. I was just hoping for some like 2-day-old giant baby eye candy, which is really weird when you
Eye candy?
when you think about it. Was she pretty? Like I don't remember in the Twilight because I didn't watch it. So like she rapidly grew up.
Yeah.
So can we have that instead of like a small child vampire running around like trying to bite ankles or something? I would rather have like a weird 2-day-old grown up instead of just like ankle biters. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see.
I mean, didn't they say he's human?
I guess. But that didn't mean that he was human.
It's fair. We'll see, won't we? Ankle biter. I mean, you might be right. We'll see. Yay!
Prophecy. Raised up from darkness to bring darkness.
Like,
It's you.
Oh.
Holtz, whatever brought you here.
You did. You and your demon bitch.
Jeez.
For
I mean, she is.
200 years I
Jeez.
slept.
While you were sleeping, a lot changed.
Really?
There's no justice for the things I did to you.
You didn't do them to me. And you didn't do them alone. Find the female. If he's here, Darla can't be far.
Just do
Or are you going
it.
to tell me that's changed?
Wait, kill him? It's kind of the main character, so.
Yeah, in this, it's not the best thing, but like villains in
If you
general.
ask me, what we can really
I
use right
agree.
about now is some Vaseline and a catcher's mitt.
I don't.
Yeah, it's like, did you guys forget that? She's a vampire.
She a vampire? You know, it would be even sadder if she wasn't actually killed. She was just drained. And then he has to kill his own daughter.
Jesus, out.
Because he thought she was a vampire.
We've heard nothing yet from Commander Burke's team or
Lila's
Dr.
doing a
Botanic.
bad job.
All units were successfully
I'm just
deployed
gonna
in
say
Angel's
it.
Hotel. That's all.
Lila is just doing a bad job.
Yes.
Actually, that's all you know.
Sir?
It's clear that I could never have been involved in such an ill-conceived and, in the end, botched operation.
Because you were never here.
That is correct.
Kill you now.
Bloop, bloop.
Would she somehow sense it? Would she then come running? Would that bring her bursting into those doors, I wonder?
Something come to you, or did you seek it out?
She might show herself in the service of revenge.
I don't really know what these things are
It can be
doing.
a powerful motivator.
Yes, it can. What'd you have to
Detaining
give up
him,
for
you
this
mean?
second chance?
I mean, kind of, but not
I
really.
know, it looks like he can get out of it.
Give up.
Yeah, it's literally hooking his arm and he's grabbing
Nothing
it.
to give up.
You're a good man, Holtz. A righteous man. And you're being used for some purpose other than justice.
It's true.
I don't remember you ever pleading so cravenly before.
And I remember you used to work with men.
Smack him again.
Ow.
Yeah, she's been doing that.
Hormones.
Gun!
Come on, then.
Darla, do you feel well enough to travel?
I can't believe Ben said that, and I've seen this show.
Doesn't anyone want to sit back here with me?
No.
We're good.
Yeah, it's comfy.
Also, a shotgun wouldn't be a terrible thing at this juncture.
I don't know, Carl. Is this an Impala as well?
I think he does drive an Impala.
My soul and jealous. She isn't even a vampire.
No, I'm an attorney.
Lila, let me guess. Dead guys all over my floor? Friends of yours?
Look, if I'd have known you were torturing him, I wouldn't have interrupted. Please continue.
Do you know what he is?
Yeah, I know. Vampire, cursed by gypsies who restored his soul. I'd had him killed myself. Except the people I work for have this policy.
Hey, Lila, you remember how you're supposed to be working for Wolf from Your Heart where you don't share a whole bunch of information that's unnecessary?
Long story, Holt. I doubt it would interest you much.
I'm not gonna
I wanna go to
argue
my car
at
for
all.
like 20 seconds.
Lila?
What?
Duck.
What even is this?
They weren't sent for Angel. This was meant to be a party for his girlfriend.
Look how casual she is about everything.
These gypsies. Did they come from as well?
It's almost comedically bad, right? In terms of
Darla?
like what she's doing
Yeah.
here.
She's free-range evil.
If you guys could just find someplace safe for her to have this baby, we'll come to you.
We can do that.
Hey, be careful.
Angel, the scrolls, you didn't manage to...
No.
Quite a find. Have you any idea what this is worth?
Hopefully enough to cover my ass.
And jealous with a soul.
It doesn't mean anything. He's still a vampire. Angel, not Attila.
He's not the same vampire.
Of course he is.
Releasing his soul to suffer for all eternity only makes his destruction more just, more fit.
Oh.
Then why are you
what's
talking?
the problem?
You've had me hunting the wrong prey. You've kept nothing else from me then?
No. Nothing I can think of.
You always did love a view.
Listen to it.
I feel like he had to sniff her out. That's the only way he could find her.
This world, this horrible world. Why would anyone want to bring a baby into it? I can't let it out. I can't.
Okay, not sure you have a lot of choice in the matter.
I know. It wants to come out. I can feel it. It's ready. It's just, I can't let it because...
She's walking around really well for a woman in labor.
You love it.
She sure as hell is.
I don't think I've ever loved anything as much as this life that's inside of me.
You've never
Feel you, Darla.
loved
I got cats.
anything. You'll have it. You'll have it, and then
What? We'll raise it?
They keep saying it.
why not?
It's impossible.
We already know.
This whole thing is impossible, Darla.
Yeah, but they're not fleshing it out.
What do I have to offer a child, a human child, besides ugly death? It does. And right now, that soul is inside of me, but soon it won't be. And then I won't even be able to remember that I loved it. I want to remember.
Isn't that wild?
That's cool.
It is cool, right?
Here? She wants to have it here?
There will be no birth.
But are you sure?
In that time, when the sky opens and the heavens weep, there will be no birth, only death.
Oof. It's horrible.
Stop having them. The pain she's experiencing. She says she's experiencing something else. That's worrying.
No. Angel.
The whole thing is worrying. Everything about this is worrying. The understatement of the year. The century.
It's time to get to
Ever.
work.
You found him then?
Lauren, what do you want us to do? Tell Angel and Darla they're not welcome here?
No, of course not.
Darla's body, it's not a life-giving vessel. I don't know that it's equipped to do what it needs to do in order to bring a baby to town.
We just let it die?
What about a C-section? Normally, that's exactly what we do in this instance.
Angel, I'm sorry, but what if what Darla's carrying is the thing in the prophecies?
By killing my kid.
Hello.
We're not open at the moment. Why don't you come back tomorrow night? It's the grand reopening. Here's a flyer.
Carnitas.
Thanks.
Run!
What's going on?
It's gonna blow the place up.
Run!
It's gonna blow the place up. All these grenades.
It's a lot.
No, it's the perfect time.
Why?
Behind the bed.
An old loading dock door. I had the whole place converted.
She literally has a soul right now, which is so funny. While she's pregnant, she has
Right
a soul.
now. But why did it just appear in this episode?
The soul?
Yeah.
I think it's been growing, and now it's just
Well,
kind
let's
of...
just say that. Yeah, that makes more sense than anything else. I think.
You're such a jerk right now.
I was kind of thinking, kind of a badass, but
Well, you are correct, but he's also a big jerk.
Our baby's gonna die right here in this alley. We did so many terrible things together. So much destruction. We can't make up for any of it. You know that, don't you?
Yeah.
This child, it's the one good thing we ever did together.
is it?
The only good thing.
I mean, kinda.
You make sure to tell him that.
I hate this. I'm sorry. It's just weird. No umbilical cord.
Weird, apparently. I was not expecting that, though.
I'm glad that you were not expecting that. That's good.
Clean ass baby, though.
I mean, all of her got dusted, so...
Damn it, he's holding the baby. I can't let the baby drop. Weird. I'm still like on the Darla suiciding. Unless he doesn't have a scratch on his head anymore?
Finish it while you still can. You can't just let him walk away. Not now. Not after what you swore to me.
I swore that I would show no mercy.
He kind of just showed mercy.
And I won't.
Okay. Okay.
It was a stronger one than the one prior.
Absolutely. It was less filler and more had
Delivery.
impact.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Delivery is what it was. It had more delivery.
I did not expect that, but I didn't expect her to die. But that makes sense now because they're like, it doesn't speak of birth, it speaks of a death. And it makes a lot more sense because it was Darla's death.
Sucks though for me personally because
You love that character.
Because I think Darla is the strongest character on this whole show.
She's a very strong character.
She's so good. I mean, bad, but good.
And also her saying like, this is the one good thing that we created. It's like,
yeah.
Was it? Like, okay, first of all, we don't know anything about this child, so we don't know if the child's gonna be good, bad, bring the apocalypse or not.
True.
But also, that was not made from a place of love. One, they didn't mean to make that. Two, the circumstances of which that boy was created was not from a place of love. It was not from a place of like, of want or desire or like the action of making something. Not saying that.
And also just an episode prior, she admitted that she had tried to kill it so many times.
Yeah, and not saying that like an accidental child is not something to be proud of or not something to be like happy about.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like pat on the back of like, we did this, good job us. Even though it's like, you really didn't want this. You are just now trying to skew it in your head that this is a good thing for you and this is a good thing that happened. You don't even know. So,
but when she sacrifices herself, she does prove that.
does she?
Well, yeah, she was willing to sacrifice herself to save the baby.
So is she saying it a good thing because it killed her? Because that's the only thing that I can see that has
the good
that came out of it.
good that she did, as long as the baby isn't an evil vampire who ankle biter, as you put it.
But we don't know.
We don't know.
She don't know.
This is true. Basically, it's a big question mark whether it was good
The
or
only
not.
good that came from her is her getting her soul back so she could see that all the bad stuff she did was actually bad so that she could take herself out so that she would no longer do bad stuff. That's the only thing that I can see that...
You're not wrong.
That came full circle of like this being a good thing that happened.
You're not wrong.
But I don't necessarily think that the child that was created was the good thing. The soul that she got to borrow was the good thing.
Right.
So that's my theory.
There was just these little moments of like the demon in her, which is mostly her, is fighting this because it's so against everything that she is. And it hurts. It hurts. Not just this, but just this. And then in this, the last 2 episodes is when we really finally start to see it really show itself more than anything. Okay. So I think subtly it kind of does exist there, but I get where you're coming from.
It's just I wasn't
plot-wise, it should have been a little more than
looking for it, so I never picked up on it. And I guess she did well trying to keep it together because I didn't really pick up on it myself, and maybe that's just me not.
I also think that sometimes, and this is possibly a detriment to a lot of this, Buffy and Angel. Sometimes they will often make it seem very clear that it is a completely different direction, that this is where this is going, only to be like, surprise!
Next, I have a little shorter to say.
Yeah.
Holt and his daughter.
Yep.
I thought that was a great mind trick. I think he also stepped out of it very nicely. Mm-hmm. Like to bite the daughter and turn her into a vampire. I would have been terrified for him if he had just decided she's a vampire, stab, and it really wasn't a vampire.
Oh God, how horrible.
That's what I thought was gonna happen down. I was like, that would just wreck a person. I would have done it. That's how I would have wrote the story, just to give that full.
Yeah, but then you'd have people like me going, why didn't he just test her out by throwing holy water on her face first, or threw her out into the sun, something, and which is what he does.
Yeah, but I mean that's such smarter way to go about it.
This was another great episode of We Watched Whedon with Angel.
And we done watched it.
Appreciate you watching.
Yeah, and if you would, could you and then subscribe?
And click that bell down below. You see it there.
Do whatever order you want to do it. I don't even care.
Oh, and check us out on Patreon, because we need all that stuff that we got there, Do it. Yeah, that was awkward.